Hello everyone, thanks for joining us today. My name is Mustafa and I. I'm a fourth year medical student at SIU School of Medicine, and today we're going to do a little bit about discussing vaccinations, how they work, and some of the common questions that we see on a day-to-day basis.
My name is Musa and I'm a fourth year medical student at SIU School of Medicine. Just as a quick disclaimer, the content of this video is for educational purposes only, and you should always contact your primary care physician if you have any additional questions regarding your personal health. Next, we're going to talk about the body's defense mechanisms. Red blood cells are the part of our blood that we're all familiar with, and they carry oxygen throughout our body. But there's also white blood cells, and they protect us from infections. Macrophages are one type of white blood cell that surround any germs that enter the body and break them down into smaller pieces called antigens. What is an antigen? An antigen is a foreign body that your immune system recognizes and works to eliminate from the body. B cells are another type of white blood cell that create antibodies against the antigens left behind by those macrophages. What is an antibody? An antibody is a molecule that's created in response to a specific antigen and marks it to be destroyed. Each antibody is specific to an antigen. The last type of white blood cell that we'll be talking about is called the T cell. These ones attack cells that have been marked for destruction.
So what is a vaccination, and how does it work? In the simplest of terms, you're injecting a weakened, killed, or a small portion of a germ into the human body that will be recognized as an antigen. In response, the human body will create antibodies to help defeat or combat these germs. These antibodies stay in the human body long term, so that if you are to come into contact with this germ, that you will have a built-up reserve of antibodies to defeat this germ, resulting in either mild or no infection at all. So next, we're going to talk about the frequently asked questions regarding vaccinations. What are the side effects of vaccinations? Everybody responds a little bit differently, but generally we can expect a low-grade fever, a headache, general muscle soreness, and a little bit of fatigue throughout the day. But this is to be expected because generating a good immune response is very energy taxing. So even when you do get symptoms after a vaccination, it's a good sign that your immune system is working properly.
Are vaccinations safe? Yes. Extensive clinical trials are conducted before vaccines become available to the general public to ensure safety. These trials assess the efficacy of vaccines and the potential side effects that they may have on the general population. While side effects are typically very mild, in exceedingly rare circumstances, some people have been known to have very serious adverse effects. It's important to consult with your primary care physician to assess whether or not a vaccine is right for you.
What diseases can vaccinations prevent? There are many diseases out there which vaccinations can prevent, but just some common examples are chickenpox, certain types of hepatitis and meningitis, HPV, which can also lead to cancer, polio, the flu, measles, mumps, rubella, and of course, COVID-19.
Some people might say, I'm young, I'm healthy, why do I need vaccines? Vaccines provide protection in a twofold manner. Vaccines lower your risk of serious disease, but they also provide protection to our broader communities. While an otherwise healthy person may only experience very mild or no symptoms at all from an infection, they run the very serious risk of transmitting that disease to other people in the community with weakened immune systems or those who are unable to receive the vaccine. Those with weakened immune systems may experience much more severe symptoms. This is the basis of the term herd immunity. Protecting yourself also protects those around you.
Why do you need multiple shots of the same vaccination? There are several reasons why multiple doses may be required. In certain cases, the immune response created by one dose is not strong enough for long-term protection, as we see commonly in children who need several doses of the same vaccines. In other cases, immunity begins to wear off over time. This is why adults may need to get boosters, such as the Tdap vaccination. And for vaccines such as the flu, the virus changes over time, and new vaccines have to be developed every year to combat these changes. Thank you for watching, and be sure to contact your primary care physicians if you have any additional questions regarding vaccinations and your health.